Greetings, friends and future friends. This video I call Studio Shop Videos. Now, if you're like me, and you don't have a lot of money to pay somebody to come in and fix and repair things in your studio, you got to do it yourself. So I'm going to show you how you can fix and repair and adjust things in your studio. That way you can get back to work creating, whether it be videos or music or whatever you're a creator of. So let's go see if we can find something to fix. Today I want to show you some devices I built for the shotgun mic stands in my video studio. These devices make it easier to use these shotgun mic stands. So the first thing I want to show you is this support right here. And all it is basically a 3/4 inch wide, 1/8 inch thick piece of strap aluminum. And I drilled it out for the holes for the clamps. And also I drilled it out and I put a support, which was like a 1/16 inch, 3/16 inch strap in center, and pop riveted it to this strap to give it more support. And what this does is when you have this boom mic stretched way out, there's a lot of weight pushing down on this bracket right here. And that bracket is basically a friction bracket. And it just doesn't hold the weight when you have that shotgun mic extended way out. So this support really comes in handy. And basically, I'll show you how I put it together. So the next thing I want to show you is this little clamp right here that I made. And basically, if I spin it around, you'll see it's basically a pipe clamp that you use to ground a wire to your plumbing. You would actually grip this on the pipe and then set a ground wire to your electrical system. But what I did is I modified it. Then I took some wing bolts from a couple of drum parts that I had, and I got rid of the screws and replaced them with these wing bolts. And then I put a couple washers in there, and it allows me to do this. Now you're going to say, why do you need to do that? Well, here's the thing. If we take this clamp, let's tighten this down right here. We'll tighten this down normally. And then we'll loosen this so I can show you why this is so important. So what we have here, moved it out of the way. So this is normally what you would have. You'd have a clamp on this bar right here, or this support. So if you want to spin this bar this way, you loosen this up and you spin it. Well, it'll drop down also because this bolt right here, this wing bolt, is also adding support to that to keep it from dropping. So what I did is I brought this down, created this bracket, bring it down, tighten it up, and what it's doing is it's clamping to this support pipe. But if I loosen this up, now you can see this is loose. It's not going to drop down, but it'll allow me to spin this thing. So now if I want to spin the microphone to my green room or spin the microphone to my background to do an intro, outro in one of my videos, I can spin this mic stand any way I want, and it's not going to drop down. This is really handy. I love this clamp. So what we have to do is we have to modify this clamp and also modify this wing bolt here on the stand itself. That way the clamp can slide over it, not bump into it. If we don't, the edge of this wing bolt here is going to catch the bottom of this clamp. So we're going to modify this clamp and modify this wing bolt. Okay, to build this support was not that big a deal. We took a piece of 1/8 inch strap and we got it measured out to 12 inches long. And then all we did was take the 1/8 inch strap. I took a grinder and ground off the edge, made it nice and round, drilled a 1/4 inch hole. Then I took some 1/16 inch strap and I put it on top of that and pop riveted it. You can see it's pop riveted in the back to give it a little bit more strength. But it's basically a pretty cool little thing here. It's a simple device. A hole here, a hole there, and it mounts to the clamps, and it really adds a lot of support to that mic stand. And here is the real secret. I love these guys right here. I think I did a video on these. These little crab clamps. They're great little clamps because they have 1/4 here. They got a 3/8 in the back, and they'll clamp to anything. I've clamped these things to bottom of the keyboard mounts or mic stands. They're really great, and it gives you access to all these mounts. Really cool. And then, of course, the main ingredient, a 1/4 bolt, 1/2 inch long. So it's pretty simple. We take the 1/4 bolt, put it through the hole over here, then bring it over to the clamp. And what we're going to do is we're going to screw it to the top of the clamp right here. Put that in right there. So now we're screwing it to the top of the clamp. And we got something that looks like that. Or it's going to be sitting in there like this probably. So it's going to be sitting in there like this. Take the other clamp, get the other bolt, bring it over. Make sure now, what I've done is make sure that the handles are at the same side. So what we've done here is put this bolt in here like this. And then make sure that the handles are both the same side. And there you go. Now your support's ready to go. Now that we have this thing assembled, we're going to leave these bolts loose because when we get it up to the mic stand, we want it to be able to move with the mic stand. And then what you'll do later, once you have it on the mic stand, you have it where you want, you can take a 7/16 wrench right here, put it on here, and tighten them up. But for now, we're going to leave them loose. That way we can adjust them to the mic stand. So here's the clamp we're going to build today. This is the clamp we had up on the mic stand. And what's really cool about these clamps that I like a lot is you don't have to take them off the stand. They actually have a slot cut in them, so you loosen them up and you can slide this piece out, slide it out. So right now I could take this piece but with it open like this and wrap it right around the pole, stick it back on there, tighten it up, and you're ready to go. So now we have all the parts to build this thing. We've got a couple of wing bolts from a couple of the clamps we had off of some drum parts, and we have a grounding wire clamp all set up and ready to go. So the first thing we're going to do is take these screws out because we don't need them. Get these screws out of here. And get them out of there and get these guys out of here. Unscrew this guy. All right, now we got that. Now, got the screws out of the way. Now the next thing we got to do is we got to take this piece and we got to cut it off. Because what we want to do is take and make it able to be clamped with those wing bolts from the drum kit. So we're going to cut this piece off. So you can see that I just cut that end off and I took the grinding wheel and I made it nice and smooth. That way it's all ready to go, and it'll give us extra clearance when we put the bolts in. All right, so now what we're going to do is take our bolts, put it through the hole, come over here, tighten it up to this piece here, screw it in there. There, we get it in there. Okay, we got that one in there. And put the other one in. Screw it on there. And if we set this like this, make sure our washers are back away. And now we have a clamp all ready to go, and it's going to work great. And again, it's really great because of this slot. I can go up here, put it on, take it apart like this, wrap it around the mic stand, drop it down here, tighten up with these two wing bolts, and our clamp is ready to go. Okay, what we're going to do now is create a flat spot on this nut, this wing nut, to give us clearance so that our clamp that we just built can spin around on that mic stand and not hit this. So what we got to do now is fire up the sander. Now, when using any power tool, make sure you're careful. I got my safety glasses on, and be careful. And it looks like we're getting there pretty quick. Do it again. Now, being I have this piece right here that's 90 degrees to the sanding plate, I put the nut right up against that. And then I know I'm going down flat and 90 degrees. Looking good, looking good. See what we have there. Just a little bit more, I think we need to go. Yeah, that's looking good. Let's do the other side. Looking good. Looking real good. In fact, I'm going to go real quick here. Get that off of there. That's good. Make sure. Let's see what we have. You can see now we have a nice flat surface right here. It's going to have plenty of clearance. I think we get a little bit more. Sometimes when you're sanding plastic, you get a little burr on there. So we're going to take the knife here and just cut this off a little bit. Just cut that off a little bit. Looks good. That one right there. Looks good. Looks good. Awesome. And now you can see we have a flat surface on the top and the bottom. It's going to give us plenty of clearance for our new clamp. So now we can see these two devices we made are working out great. This support beam we built in here with the two clamps is doing a great job. I've got that shotgun mic out there 2 or 3 feet and it's not bowing down at all. And again, if we had to make any adjustments, we could adjust this clamp here and adjust this clamp here to raise and lower that. But we can take that shotgun mic and it's really being supported well. Our bracket down here, this clamp we built, it's working great because now we have that clamp to this main support beam and we can spin this microphone stand any way we want and it's not going to move or not going to go down because it's being supported here. It'll allow us to spin it, but it won't allow us to drop it down through the support. So when I look at this bracket and I look at this support, I think we had a job well done. So I hope this video showed you that you can fix and repair these things yourself. That way you don't have to have someone else come in and do it. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. You help us grow the channel. That way we can fix more stuff. So take care, my friends, and thanks for watching.